Here's how every African country was never colonized. It's a common misconception that Africa is a continent full of war and poverty. And while there are certainly some countries in Africa that fit the description, there are also some countries that have managed to avoid the pitfalls of war and poverty. And what's more, they've done so without being colonized by a European power. When we think of colonized countries, we usually think of places like Kenya, South Africa, Nigeria. But the truth is that none of these countries were ever fully colonized. They were all occupied by Europeans, but they've managed to maintain their independence. There's a few reasons for this. One is that they had access to resources that the Europeans wanted, like gold, diamonds, and rubber. So the Europeans didn't want to risk losing access to those resources by colonizing these countries. Instead, they preferred to keep them as occupied territories with a degree of autonomy. Another reason is that the African leaders were able to play the Europeans against each other. For example, during World War II, African leaders like Kwame Nkrumah and Jomo Kenyatta used the war as an opportunity to push for independence. They knew that the Europeans were too busy fighting the war to stop them, and it worked. After the war, many African countries gained their independence, but the story doesn't end there.